Here you go. Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, and we learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are completely new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University, and you can find all the prior Hindi videos that we have done, put in a particular order. If you're interested in joining our live classes that we have every Sunday, you can find all the details on this page, which is tiny.cc/Hindi University. I really recommend you to check this regularly if you have not done it, because any new information that we have, we continue to update this page. So whether it's a link for the Hindi class that we are using regularly, or as well as the details of the practice sessions that we have in different time zones. And the practice sessions are also multiple levels, like whether it is beginner, advanced, conversational practice, and based on the books as well. So this is your best go-to resource to find out all the details. As well as, if you want to, because we have over 600 videos now, and it can be hard to find videos based on the topics. So we have created different filters so you can find the videos based on the topics you are interested in learning. If you're interested in learning verbs, you can filter the video, the spreadsheet based on the verbs and nouns, and and you will get the topic that you're looking for. Okay, so I highly recommend you check out that page. Okay, and as far as books are concerned, we've been covering. Last year we covered the Teach Yourself Hindi by Professor Rupert Snell. This year we are covering two books. One is Advanced Hindi Grammar by Usha Jain, and Pingu Learns Hindi, that I wrote it. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. For today's topic, okay, and it's going to be continuation of the topic that we learned in the previous class. Okay, it was an advanced topic for sure, so I wanted to recap it and build on top of it. Okay, and my goal is by the end of this class you will have a very strong handle on using the participles to show a passage of time. Okay, so that is going to be the goal. Okay, and so if you guys recall, just to kind of do a high level recap, as you learn Hindi language, initially in the beginners class we learn verbs, and verbs are very important because you can describe any action. Okay, but as you move into the intermediate advanced stage, it becomes important to learn other parts of speech. And in this class, basically, that we've been covering this book, Usha Jain, you remember, as we entered in the intermediate advanced section, we started learning about participle. Okay, there are many things that can be described by verbs. A very powerful tool. Okay, all of these parts of speech are nothing but tools to help you convey certain sentences. But as I said, like in the intermediate advanced levels, you move into the territory of participles. And participles are nothing but they are, as I covered it in the past, they are derived from verbs. So they have qualities of verbs, but in addition to that, they have qualities of other parts of speech, such as adjectives, adverbs. So that's why they are called participles. Okay. In the past, we covered some examples as well, like when you say he is smiling. In this case, smile is a verb. But is that enough? Perhaps not, right? What if you want to say something like this, a smiling boy? All of a sudden, what was a verb before, now it has a quality of, it's describing a noun. So it is a quality of an adjective. So you see how the verb is evolved into a different parts of speech. Okay, participle. Okay, so just to kind of recap, we learned about participles. Then we said participles are also can be described into many ways in Hindi. So you have an imperfective participle, you have a perfective participle, and we learned various examples of it. Okay, the previous class was nothing but how, if you want to show passage of time, such as you've been doing an activity since 5 years or since 10 years, or you stopped doing certain activities for a particular time period, those cases can be easily described using participles, which are derived from the verbs. Okay, so that was sort of a summary. Okay, to give you more examples here, as you know, the verb here is smiling, which is muskurana, right? And if I can loosely say hasna, which is to laugh, as a verb is hasna. Okay, but when it is used as a participle, if you guys recall, so you have a, hasna basically, plus you will use hona, form of hona. Okay, so and we learned that because if you're using for a masculine singular, you will use hasta, and then the form of the verb will be here hua. Hasta hua ladka, a laughing boy, a boy who is laughing. Hasta hua ladka. Okay, this is sort of like the, if you guys recall, when we were covering the, the sentences in the previous class, we started from there, hasta hua. Okay, I'm gonna recap, and I'm gonna start, from the example that we picked up from the previous class, just so that you have a full context, right? So give me 1 minute. So imagine you have sentences like what we covered in the previous class, which is I have been living here since 15 years. Okay, I've been living here since 15 years. Okay, or it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since I spoke Hindi. Okay, if you notice it in both the examples, you are trying to show passage of time. Passage of time. Okay, in which, especially the first example, you start, let's say this is the present time. In the first example, you started an activity in the past, and that is still going on. That is still going on. That you've been living in an area for an extended period of time. You started it in the past, happening in the present, and still going on. It's going to go continue, right? For those kind of, sentences, the tool that can be used is participle. Okay, you can identify the verb here. Okay, but essentially in Hindi, you basically end up using to participle to tell them in Hindi. Okay, and that's what we spent most of last week's class. Okay, so if you guys, I'm gonna give some more context so it comes to you. So if you recall, we started with identifying the verb here. Okay, and let me ask folks here, what is the verb here in this case? You can write it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and say it. Rehna. Very good. Rehna. And the question was, am I recording? Yes, I'm recording the session, right? To live is rehna. Rehna. Okay. And if you make the participle of it, okay. And for those of you who are not familiar with participle, as I said, it's basically you take this form, Rehna, you remove the na and you put ta, te or ti, and you put the form of hona next to it. Okay, so who would tell me if I'm saying it for a masculine singular? It would be
रहता हुआ.
okay, रहता हुआ. Okay, okay, for feminine singular it would be
रहती हुई.
very good, रहती हुई. And for this one, for plural,
रहते हुए.
very good, रहते हुए. Right? That's what we again we're slowly recapping. Okay. Okay. So now, so far so good, right? Now you make the. I'm gonna erase it, right? Now there was another important thing we learned about it. So not only when you're showing the passage of time, not only you will use the masculine singular form invariably for all the cases, you will make the oblique case of it. Oblique case of it. So you will take this one रहता, basically रहता हुआ, and you'll make an oblique case of it, which is
रहते.
very good, which will be रहते.
हुए.
Very good, रहते हुए. रहते हुए. Okay, so long story short, like, I think that the challenge was, like, to come to this part. Okay, you have a verb which is, I'm gonna erase this one. Okay, so the challenge was, like, how do we get to this stage? Okay, and that was sort of the background. Like, you take the verb रहना and you change into masculine. Basically you take the imperfective participle, masculine singular oblique, which is basically becomes रहते हुए. Okay, now let's say if you have a verb called पढ़ना, it would be, everybody should write it down. I'm not gonna so everybody gets the opportunity, and that's what we practice a lot. Your goal is to take the imperfective participle of this verb and make the masculine singular oblique case. So रहना becomes रहते हुए, पढ़ना becomes, very good. I want to see more of that. Let's see what all of you think. And same thing for folks who are watching on Facebook as well. Ilan ji, Daniel, Tarja, Barbara ji. Okay. Let's see how you guys are all doing. Okay. Very good, right? So you said padna becomes padte hue. Padte hue. Okay. Let's say more. You have a gana. Gana is a verb as well as noun. It would become Donna ji.
गाने हुए.
Okay.
गाते हुए.
Very good.
गाते हुए.
Very good. Gaate hue. So imagine one is you sing. You will say मैं गाती हूँ. It's a verb. Okay. You've been singing for a while. Will you use a verb or a participle?
The participle.
Participle. And you will say?
मैं गाते हुए.
Okay. Very good. Gaate hue.
Participle.
Very good. So don't worry about the earlier part. The how,
Okay.
But you will use the part. Keys to notice that you are no longer using verb, you're using a participle. Things that derive from verb. Okay? Let's say you've been practicing running, like, the verb is, Jerry, what is the verb to run? Dodna. And let's say you've been practicing for marathons for many years. You will use verb or participle.
Participle.
Okay, and that form would be?
दौड़ते हुए.
Very good. दौड़ते हुए. Okay. And now I want to pick, I want you guys to volunteer. Take something that you've been doing for many years or you stopped doing for some years. Okay. It should relate to you. So pick something, let's see. Done. I'm going to choose you. Take something that you've been doing for years.
I've been working.
Working.
Kaam karna.
Very good. So verb is kaam karna. And let's say you've been doing for years.
Kaam karte hue.
Very good. Kaam karte hue. Right? So when you want to show the passage of time, right, that you've been working, for n number of years, you will use participle. You will not use verb. You will work, if you want to say I'm working right now, you will use a verb, right? मैं काम करता हूँ और मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. But if you want to say I've been working at this place for 15 years, it changes the dynamics, right? It becomes like it's better that you use a participle, that मुझे यहाँ काम करते हुए 15 साल हो गए हैं. Okay, I'll break down the longer part as well, but I want you to at least get into that mindset. Okay, anyone else would like to pick up? Mastaram ji, you want to take anything that you've been doing or that
Terna.
Chalna?
Swimming.
Swimming. Okay, let's see. Okay, go for it. Terna.
Terna.
Uh-huh.
Terte hue.
Terte hue. Okay, awesome. Anyone else? Some of you are on listening only. That's completely fine. Just, you don't, if I end up asking your name, just write in the comments. Okay. Sharon ji?
Can I say something like Dhyan karte hue?
Yeah. So what is the verb?
I'm trying to say meditation.
Yeah, so to meditate is?
I said Dhyan karna.
Very good, dhyan karna. So to meditate is dhyan karna, and if you've been doing it for a while, it would be, as you said,
Dhyan karte hue.
Very good, dhyan karte hue. Okay, you took the imperfective participle and you change into masculine singular oblique. Okay, dhyan karta hua is masculine singular. Okay, but oblique is dhyan karte hue. Okay, just remember that. If you don't want to go into the whole part, you just get into this one. Okay, Sharmila ji.
Sikhate hue.
Huh?
Sikhate hue.
Okay, so what is the verb?
Sikhna.
To
Sikhana.
and which means to
Teach.
to teach. To teach is sikhana. Okay, sikhana. And if you've been very good, right? Take a noun. Take something. क्या सिखाते हुए?
Social studies sikhate hue.
Social studies सिखाते हुए. Social studies सिखाते हुए. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Jade, you want to pick something that you've been doing it for a while that you can relate with?
Yes. Eating, is that khana?
Okay, khana. Okay. Let's see something like cook. To cook, khana.
Curry chicken ka
To cook is pakana.
kakana.
Okay, khana pakana. Okay, now change it.
Curry chicken ka kana kar. I'm confused.
No, it's okay. The verb is we used
Khana pakate hue.
very good. Khana pakate hue. Right? So let's say you've been cooking for a while, for a passage of time, right? Um, you will say khana pakate hue. Anyone else? Kelly?
He wants to say curry chicken, and he would say curry chicken pakate.
Very good. Yes, curry chicken
That's what he
pakate.
wants.
Yeah, okay. I didn't get that. So khana is a generic term, right? That covers everything. But if you want to say I've been cooking it, curry chicken for a while, you can say curry chicken pakate hue. Okay. So since Rita ji, you said it, I'm going to take go for it. Right?
I didn't want him to confuse him with the curry chicken.
No, it's good. So go for it. Take a verb. Take your favorite verb that you've been traveling, right? India, many years.
It had been many years, yes.
Yeah.
True.
So if I were to ask you how long you've been going for India, right?
I would say jana.
Very
so I would
good.
say jate hue.
Very good. The verb is jana,
Yeah, jate hue.
right? So you will say jate hue. Okay, and we will get to that. Like let's say you have been going for 15 years and then you stop for the 5 years. How do you do that, right? So we'll get to that also. Okay.
Okay.
We'll take one more. Kelly ji, if you are.
Let's see. Yog abhyas karna.
Okay, abhyas karna. So to practice is abhyas karna. Okay, go for it.
Abhyas karte hue.
Very good. Abhyas karte hue. Abhyas karte hue. So my hope is at least this point is clear that there is a verb as a tool is used in certain format. Participles are used in a certain format. So my hope is by now at least this thing is fixed in the mind that when you want to show passage of time, you don't use, or you rather use the participle. Okay, and the transition should be clear as well, that if you have a verb in front of you, you can easily convert into an imperfective participle, masculine singular oblique. Okay. Any questions? Let me take a pause here. If anyone is still not sure of this transition, how this will fit into the bigger sentence, we'll cover it. But let me take a pause and ask you guys.
I have a question.
Yes, go for it.
Is this consistent through number? Like
Yes.
We did, they did,
Yes.
you did.
Yeah, so whether I'm saying it, mujhe तैरते हुए versus Sheila ji is saying it, she'll say the same thing, or if it is a group of us, हमको हिंदी पढ़ते हुए, we will always use imperfective participle, masculine singular oblique. Yeah, awesome. Anyone else? As I erase it, I'm gonna just write down the formula. So that way, now that you know this piece, imperfective participle, masculine singular oblique, where this fit into the overall structure. Okay, any question? Last call? Anything? Alright. So let's say where does this fit? So I'm gonna erase this. So the pattern really is that you take a noun, you take the noun or a pronoun, you used ko with that because they are the beneficiary of an activity. Okay, so Sheila ko, Ram ko, mujh ko, hum ko, usko, unko, right? And then you take this part, imperfective participle of masculine singular oblique. Okay, Sheila ko तैरते हुए, then you put passage of time. Okay, Sheila ko तैरते हुए, passage of time. Okay, and if you recall, we learned 3 ways of showing passage of time. Okay, let's say you take the number of year. Done. Take any number of year. Mujhko, because you're gonna say for you, right? Main is I. If you put ko here, it would become
मुझको
mujhko.
खाना खाना खाते हुए
कितने साल हुए हैं?
let me see.
Yeah, take any number of year.
5 साल
5 years. Okay, 5 साल. And then?
है.
Okay, so if you recall, we said it's been 5 years. So there are 3 ways of doing it. You said 5 साल. You can say हुए हैं. You can say हो गए हैं. Or you can say हो चुके हैं. All of them are correct. Okay, but this is your formula where you take a noun or a pronoun, you put ko next to it because you're talking about yourself, right? You are the beneficiary of it. Okay, I can say easily, done को ऑफिस में in the office काम करते हुए 5 साल हुए हैं. Okay, I can ask you a question as well. आपको काम करते हुए okay कितने साल हुए हैं? कितने साल? How many years? How long have you been working? Passage of time. Okay, even in my question I am using participle. I'm converting the participle into masculine singular oblique. आपको काम करते हुए कितने साल हुए हैं? Okay, let me ask the same question to some of you. मस्तराम जी, आपको तैरते हुए कितने साल हुए हैं?
मुझे तैरते हुए 40 साल हो गया.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. And Kelly जी, आपको योगा का अभ्यास करते हुए कितने साल हुए हैं?
Let's see. मुझे योगा अभ्यास करते हुए 30 साल हुए हैं.
Very good. And शर्मिला जी, आपको सोशल स्टडीज सिखाते हुए कितने साल हुए हैं?
मुझे 32 years से social studies करते हुए
सोशल स्टडीज
सिखाते हुए
Awesome. Wonderful. And awesome. And JD, remind me, what was the verb you used? I think,
You were asking me?
No, JD. I think he remember.
I don't remember.
You don't remember now. Pick any. Okay, so so what about you? You remember, Jade, the verb that you used? I think curry chicken. आपको curry chicken पकाते हुए कितने साल हुए हैं? Pick any number, years.
10 साल हुए हैं.
Very good. So say the full. Mujhko. Very good, right? So if this is bothering you, if the pronoun here is मैं and मुझको और मुझे. Yes, finish it now.
It's मुझको पकाते हुए 10 साल हो गए हैं.
Okay, very good. मुझे करी चिकन पकाते हुए 10 साल हो गए हैं. Okay. Someone is raising the hand. Kelly ji, go for it.
Can you just break down the last part, the passage of time part? So it's not hue hang if it's 5 years. It's just singular. Like that passage, the he remains singular.
Oh, okay. Right? So this is a typo. It's a hai. 5 साल हुए हैं. Sorry.
And can you just break down what that is?
It's basically it's been 5. It's nothing but it's
Like I know the English translation, but what's the I'm not getting why it's Hue.
Yeah, so basically English part is it's been 5 years. Okay. Um, it's basically how do I tell you, like, this is in the whole sentence, this is the main verb basically, like 5 साल हुए हैं. Right, I mean, so you I think your question is like, why are we using हो चुके हैं versus like all of them, right?
Well, no, just even like the construction there at the end. I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
not getting.
Yeah, so
the,
so the construction is nothing but like, you start with, it's been 5 years I have been cooking. So what we have done so far is I have been cooking, and this is the other piece of the sentence. It's been 5 years. Okay. Now how do you say it's been 5 years? Basically 5 years, 5 saal, and then you want to use the main verb, which is hona. Okay. And if you want to use hona in the present perfect tense, you will say हुए हैं, or हुए हैं, हो चुके हैं, हो गए हैं. That's what you're.
okay,
That's
the
what
present perfect tense, right? So that is has been.
has been. No, so two
Wait,
things.
is that right? Okay.
You're using the present perfect form basically here. हो गए हैं, हो चुके हैं, right? मैं खा चुका हूँ, मैं पानी पी चुका हूँ. I have completed it. Second piece is showing the continuity of it. Like it's been that I have been doing certain thing. It's showing so it's a combination of continuous and the perfect part. That's a present perfect continuous. The whole sentence is written in present perfect continuous form. And that's why it's tricky, because we are trying to split that into two in Hindi.
Kelly, is it easier to think of it as hona as to happen? So it has happened for
Yeah.
5 years.
So even
Right. It has a right. I'm just trying to get it had like why there's hona in there, and then there's hona is hue and he, and there's ho and he, and there's ho and he. So I'm just trying to get the two.
oh, I see. I see. Yeah. So this is basically. I think I see the question. The question is basically हो गए हैं, हो चुके हैं. You can mentally reconcile it easily, because you took the ho. It's you're using the hona directly as a verb and the conjugating it, versus using a compound word here. Hona plus jana, hona plus chukna.
Right. I know. I must be having a mental block here, but
Yeah.
it's just you have the hue ho before the verb, and then you have he again. So I'm just trying to get why there's
Oh, I see.
hona is twice in this little chunk at the end here. Why there's hona twice?
Hona twice. Oh, you mean this one? The hai at the
Like
end?
that, like there's like just take the first one. Panch sa hue he.
Mhm.
Right? So you're saying that is
It has been happening.
say it again, Sheilaji?
It has been happening,
It has been happening.
or had been happening.
Had. Okay, I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's-
not seeing how it.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
can we put a full sentence? I think I get it. Has been happening. So it is like ho or twice. Hona twice. Hua hey. Ho gaya hey. Ho choka hey. So I'm saying like.
Oh, now I see what you're saying, Sheila G. Okay, so the one verb is the hona to be, and the other one is the to happen. So
Yes.
So the end one is the to be, and the first one is to happen,
That's how I read it. Yeah.
right? Because hogai is like yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll end on the full sentence. मुझको हिंदी सीखते हुए 15 साल हो गए हैं. You can say that, हो गए हैं, because I have to check, like, can someone check the ending? Is it like the nasalized sound, or because I think it's, I want to make sure there is no, give me 1 minute. I can look it up quickly. Yes, it's a nasalized one, right? So, मुझे हिंदी सीखते हुए 15 साल हो गए हैं. Okay? Now ask the question. Like, I think the question is why we have this ending, right?
Oh, I got it now, Ashu Ji.
Got it?
It makes sense now. I just didn't get, I was not seeing hone as two different definitions.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So that's what I was not seeing.
Yep.
So to answer the question, for some people that don't know, the hang nasalized, is that because of the 15 sol?
That's
It's
right.
plural? As
Yes.
opposed to if it was just 1 year, you say ek sol ho ga
Yeah,
ye.
that's right. That's right. Okay. So again, like you can relate this with the formula. So you have a noun or pronoun followed by co, followed by the activity that has been happening.
So if I say I've been going to India for 7 years, I don't want to miss the 2. I tend to miss the. So when I say India say, मुझको India say जानते हुए.
मुझको इंडिया no why मुझे इंडिया जा
Because I want to say the going to. Do I need the 2?
no मुझे इंडिया
Okay.
yeah because it's implied so मुझे इंडिया
Okay, so just मुझे India जानते हुए 7 साल हो गए हैं.
very good okay मुझे इंडिया जाते हुए that you've been going India for 7 years. Let's say now I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Let's say you stop going to
And for
India.
those in the class, don't get discouraged. I'm old. That's why it's taking me 5 years.
No, it's but let's say you stop going to India now, and it has been 5 years since you went to India.
Well, yeah, because of COVID, you can say it's been 3
Yes.
years. So how do we say that?
How do you say that? Right? So far you're using the imperfective participle and you're changing into masculine singular oblique. Okay? Now, since the completion of the activity, like this is since the beginning of the activity, like that you've been going, let's say you started going, but you understood the question, right? How will you say that? Let's say for the last 3 years you haven't visited India because of
I was waiting for you
COVID.
to tell me.
Huh?
I was waiting for you to tell me.
So what if we change from imperfective participle to perfective participle, right? So the verb here is
Jana.
jana, and when you use the imperfective participle, you said
Jate.
hue, right?
Oh, wait. Yes.
Change it to perfective participle. What is the past form of jana?
Jaya. Gaya.
Gaya. Very good.
Yeah, Gaya.
Gaya, gayi, gaye. Okay.
So Gaya. So May teen sal nahi.
No. Go back to the formula.
Oh, mucho. Oh, still mucho. Okay, so
Mujhko,
mucho.
India.
India. Teen.
Passage of time will come right after that. So use the verb.
Gaya. So I want to say, say I have not gone for 3 years. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes, that it's been 5 years or it's been 3 years since
Oh,
I
it's
went.
been 3 years since I've gone. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I would say mucho. Mucho India.
Mm-hmm.
Gaye.
Mm-hmm.
Teen sao ho gaye hai.
Very good.
Oh, or hue or.
Good. Very good. So I'm gonna break it down. Right now I'm just jumping ahead. So just like jate hue, it will become
Gaye hue.
very good.
Gaye. Yeah.
गए हुए. Okay. मुझे इंडिया गए हुए 3 साल हो गए हैं. I know it sounds repetitive and it sounds like what the heck is happening, but we will go to it. I just because she used the example, I thought it's a good example that you can relate to the activity that you started 15 years ago and still continuing. And sometimes you stop an activity, right? That it's, let's say you've been learning Hindi for 10 years and you look back and it's been 3 years since I spoke in Hindi, right? Since the completion of that activity, it's been 3 years, right? So all of a sudden there is a transition, right? I mean, it's a passage of time since the completion of an activity. Okay, so before I go to the second piece, I want to still practice just the imperfective participle some more time. Okay, so I want all of you to say a sentence or write a sentence that you can relate with, right? That you can relate, or some activity that you've been doing it for years. Okay, and I want all of you to write it in the chat or on the Facebook chat, however. So pick any activity. Okay, I practiced a lot with you. Like Dan said, मुझे काम करते हुए 5 साल हो गए हैं. कैली जी सेड मुझे योगा अभ्यास करते हुए 25 साल हो गए हैं. मुझे तैरते हुए कई साल हो गए हैं. So similarly, I want all of you to write at least one sentence, right? Just to give me a good understanding. If you have to leave, Sheilaji, no worries. Okay, thank you so much. So just so that I get some feedback from you that everything is going well.
Now, Ashu Ji, I just wanted to say, now I'm seeing, what was throwing me before is that we're adding these hues to everything,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But then but in this particular case, at the end, it means happened.
It has
It's not using that form. So I was thinking it was part of that form. Like what's that hue doing at the? So I got it. So it's like has happened.
Yes.
Hue, hey, it has happened.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna look for your sentence. I hope. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so I hope you guys are clear with the ask.
Ashu Ji, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
If it is one instead of many, would it change at all? Say 1 year. It has been 1 year since I started learning.
Hua hai.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Let's see how you guys are doing with sentence. I hope. Okay, good to see that. Okay, awesome. Oh my goodness. Like when you read these sentences, you feel like this is amazing, right? So Donna ji, she wrote, मुझे गिटार बजाते हुए 50 साल हुए हैं और हो गए हैं. मुझे, what did you write, Vidya ji? How are you doing? मुझे खत भेजे हुए. Okay, so you wrote it in the perfective participle. Were you trying to say that it's been 5 years since you wrote the letter?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Now I send emails.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, okay, so good, wonderful sentence. Like it's been 10 years since you wrote a letter, like a handwritten letter. Okay, and then I think it's Mahaji you're writing, right? Or Maths? Oh, Maths. Okay. मुझे जप ध्यान करते हुए 36 साल हुए हैं. Awesome. मुझे सिगरेट छोड़े हुए 10 साल हुए हैं. Okay, great. And then मुझे कपड़े बनाते हुए 5 साल हुए हैं. Awesome, मीरा जी. मुझे नाचते हुए 5 साल हुए हैं. मुझे स्पेनिश सीखते हुए 2 साल हुए हैं. मुझे चिकन और राइस पकाते हुए 5 साल हो गए हैं. मुझे काम नहीं करते हुए 20 साल हो गए हैं. Awesome. मुझे टेबल सीखते हुए 1 साल हुआ है. What is table in this case, Vatsala ji?
I meant tabla.
Tabla, sorry, tabla. मुझे तबला सीखते हुए 1 साल हुआ है. Awesome. मुझे चलाते हुए, माला, you were saying गाड़ी चलाते हुए और चलते हुए.
हाँ, गाड़ी चलाते हुए.
मुझे गाड़ी चलाते हुए 5 साल हुए हैं. Awesome. मुझे हिंदी सीखते हुए, लिखते हुए 1 महीना हुआ है. ग्रेट जैन. मुझे घर में रहते हुए 16 साल हुए हैं. मुझे यहाँ रहते हुए बरसों हो गए हैं. Awesome. Barso has been years. Amazing. You guys have done a great job. Okay, that gives me a lot more confidence that you can recognize that you want to say a passage of time, that you started some activity in the past, it's still going on, it's gonna continue. Okay, and you recognize that you have to modify the verb into a participle. Okay, and then that hue is giving it a nudge to show that, like, and that's what make it an advanced concept, because if it was simple that I'm doing it right now, you can use verb, but there is a reason that we have the participle here. Now I'm going to erase it. We are doing okay.
Ashu Ji,
Yeah.
if it is like Since you've met someone, would that also follow the same pattern?
Like if you've been meeting someone for, for consistently for many years, then it will follow the same pattern. Like mujhe, who do you want to say to meet?
Like my daughter.
Okay, so let's say your daughter went to a college, right? It's been 2 years since you have met her. Okay, it will work much better because like you want to say it's been 2 years since I met my daughter. I'm not sure if you want to say it this way, but I'm going to help you. Okay, so mujhko, okay, the verb here is milna. Okay, milna, and the imperfective participle would be
मिलने हुए.
मिलते हुए, and
मिलते हुए, sorry.
and perfective participle would be
मिलते हो गए.
no, so past. The
past.
milna is to meet, to met is
मिला.
मिले हुए.
मिले.
Yes, that's
मिले
right.
हुए.
Yeah, so past is correct. Mila, mile, or mili, right? Because you are using the masculine singular oblique, you will say mile हुए. मुझे with your daughter, मेरी
मेरी बेटी और daughter
से
2 साल. That's what you're saying. 5 साल.
Yes. Go for it. The
5 साल मिले हुए.
Okay. मुझे मेरी daughter से मिले हुए.
Oh, मिले हुए first.
मिले हुए. Yes.
Then 5 साल.
Yes.
मिले. You still have to say मिले.
5 साल हुए हैं. Yes.
5 साल हुए. Okay.
See, remember, noun pronoun followed by ko. This is your मेरी daughter say, and then basically this is additional stuff we put. But noun pronoun followed by ko, followed by imperfective or perfective participle, which is basically in this case मिले हुए, followed by passage of time.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, this sentence makes more sense. Like, you won't say that I've been, like, if you're meeting, like, the president or like some, like, you don't meet your daughter. Like, I will not say that मुझे अपने बच्चे को.
It has to be someone.
Yes.
Like distant.
That's right. Exactly. Right. That you make sense. It makes sense, right?
Oh, like so to see. Like I haven't. It's been 2 years, for almost 2 years since
Yes.
I've seen my granddaughter.
That's right.
My daughter's daughter.
Yeah. So how will you say that? मुझे
Mary. Shoot, I always forget that. Not Poti, but the other one.
Nati.
Yeah, Tati. Okay, Mary. I would say देखते हुए. Oh, say देखते हुए.
मुझे अपनी
so 2
okay.
years since. That's the say is the sense. I'm just trying to break it down.
Yeah. So
to me, my granddaughter since.
Granddaughter ko. So if you want to say
think backwards.
Yeah, so if it is मिले हुए, then you will put.
Yeah.
So if it is, you want to use the same verb, मिले हुए or देखे. So here's the interesting piece, right? If you want to say, no, it's good. So if you want to say replace just daughter with granddaughter, it makes perfect sense, right? But if you want to change the verb that you use is देखना.
Right, देखना.
Right? So let's see. So the देखना becomes, what is the देखते हुए is the imperfective participle. देखते हुए, and the perfective participle would be देखे हुए. Right? देखे हुए. So you see there is no longer the देखे हुए, right? And you see something to something, right? So मुझे और मुझको मेरी granddaughter और अपनी granddaughter, and then there's a different post position. Okay, then देखे हुए 5 साल हो गए हैं. Okay, right? So
that's say.
What is the post position? That is the question. Is it say? Because you meet with someone, right? But when you see something, what do you think the post position will be?
Ko.
Yes, go. Go. That's right, go.
My favorite, ko.
Your favorite, right? So मुझे मेरी granddaughter को
ko.
हाँ
देखते हुए
देखे हुए
2 साल हुए हैं.
2 साल में देखे हुए 2 साल में. Okay, awesome. So I know some people may still be wondering what just happened. Okay, so I'm gonna erase it. Okay, so one thing we learned was imperfective participle. Now you learned about take any verb. Okay, all the verbs that we did. So we did abhyas karna, right? Now we have to change into the perfective participle and then change into masculine singular oblique. Okay, now here's the tricky part. You have to know how to change the verb into the past form. Okay, so for abhyas karna it becomes abhyas kiya. In general karna becomes kiya, kiye और की. Okay, मैंने होमवर्क किया. Okay, मैंने सिंगिंग की और मैंने कुकिंग की. Okay, but because it's masculine singular is kiya, the oblique we use this one and the oblique would be kiye. Okay, so abhyas karna will become abhyas किए हुए. अभ्यास किए हुए. Okay, similarly तैरना becomes मस्तान जी.
Terne.
So तैरना becomes the past form of मैं.
Terna. Terne.
So you remove the na and then for present it's तैरता, तैरती, तैरते. In the past there is no the sound, right? So it's तैरा, तैरी और तैरे.
Tere.
Right, so
Tere hua.
very good.
Tere hue.
Tere hue. Right, so let's say you stopped. It's been 5 years since you swam. Right? How will you say that?
Muche tere hue pan sal ho gaya.
Yeah, so it's been 5 years since you swam. Right? Awesome. Let's see, Mahaji, you want to take a word?
हाँ जी. मुझे कातक नाचे हुए.
Okay, so the verb is nachna.
3 साल.
Okay, nachna, and the perfective participle would be
नाचे.
nache hue. Awesome. Okay, so let's say you've been dancing for a while, you stopped it. So मुझे कथक नाचे हुए 3 साल हुए हैं. Awesome.
3 साल हुए.
Okay, Miraji, you want to pick any verb?
Yeah. Yes, sorry. मुझे गाड़ी चलाए.
Awesome.
मुझे गाड़ी चलाए 10 साल हुए हैं.
Okay, and what are you trying to say? मुझे गाड़ी चलाए हुए 10 साल हुए हैं. What does it mean?
It's been 10 years since I've driven a car.
Yes, so basically you stopped driving the car 10 years ago. Okay, versus that if you're still driving it and you're going to continue, मुझे गाड़ी चलाते हुए 30 साल हो गए हैं. Right, that you have 30 years of experience. But so awesome. And great job changing chalana into just like, chalaya, chalai, or chalai, right? So, and you immediately picked up that the masculine singular oblique would be chalaye hue. Okay. Let's see who else. Anyone else? Raise your hand. And it is possible that I didn't get a chance. Suvilai ji, you want to take one? You're running a little bit over time, but let's see. Suvilai? Yeah.
Okay.
Take any more.
चीनी गाना
क्या?
गाना
खाना?
गाना गाना
Okay.
singing
खाना.
no गाना
Singing. Gana. Okay.
yeah गाना.
Okay. So the past of what is the perfective participle?
गाये हुए.
Very good. गाये हुए. Okay, sing it. Now say the sentence.
मुझे गाये हुए 5 साल हुए हैं.
Okay, it's been 5 years since I sang, right? मुझे गाना गाए हुए 5 साल हुए हैं. Okay, slightly over time, but I hope it makes sense, right? I hope you understand the where you can use this imperfective and perfective participle to show inception of an activity or completion of an activity. Okay, as you know, we do end of the class the listening practice slightly over time, but I still want to continue it. So I'm gonna, in case if anybody has any obligation they have to leave, don't feel bad. The story is there on the tiny.cc/Hindi University if you click on the Hindi story. Okay, but there are only limited sentences, so I'm going to read it out a few times so that way you get the practice. Okay, so if you remember, we're talking about Ron, a fisherman. We spoke about his son. Now we are talking about his daughter, Ria. Okay, the story continues. Ria अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है. Okay, रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है, तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे हो गए हैं. रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है, तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे और आवर्स हो गए हैं, और खाना खाए हुए भी बहुत टाइम हो गया है. रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है, तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे हो गए हैं, और खाना खाए हुए भी बहुत टाइम हो गया है. जल्दी खाना खाओ और एग्जाम की तैयारी करो. जल्दी खाना खाओ और एग्जाम की तैयारी करो. सारा टाइम खेलते रहते हो, टीवी देखते रहते हो. सारा टाइम खेलते रहते हो, टीवी देखते रहते हो. किताब पढ़े हुए 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं. किताब पढ़े हुए 2 weeks हो गए हैं. Essentially तुमको किताब पढ़े हुए 2 weeks हो गए हैं. Now I'm going to read out fast, just like a native speaker. You don't have to get every bit of it. Okay, just try to get the overall picture, big picture. Okay, रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है और सिबलिंग्स से बोलती है, तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे हो गए हैं, और खाना खाए हुए भी बहुत टाइम हो गया है. जल्दी खाना खाओ और एग्जाम्स की तैयारी करो. सारा टाइम खेलते रहते हो, टीवी देखते रहते हो. तुमको किताब पढ़े हुए 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं. Okay, who got some parts of it? Raise your hand. Okay, Donna Ji. Okay, Susan Ji. Okay, Vidya Ji. Okay, fine. It was hard, I can tell. Sharmila Ji. Okay, anybody? Okay. Okay, I think most of you raising your hand now. Okay, good. Susan Ji, you want to work with me? Okay. रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है. Try to see your mental picture with what she is doing here. Okay. रिया अपने भाई बहनों से बोलती है.
Ria's ulti would be like said.
Yeah, she says to her.
She says to her brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Yeah. Siblings.
Siblings. Yeah. तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे हो गए हैं.
Could you read it back?
तुमको स्कूल से आए हुए 5 घंटे हो गए हैं.
It's been 5 hours since you came from school.
That's right. It's been 5 hours since you came from school. और खाना खाए हुए भी बहुत टाइम हो गया है.
और खाना खाए. And have also eaten.
It's been a while since you had.
And it's been a while since you've eaten.
Yes. So she is. What is she trying to do? What's the big picture? What is she trying to do?
She's trying to get them to do what they're supposed to do. You come home, they're supposed to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the mood? What is her mood?
She's probably a little bit upset.
That's right. Okay, so that's the big picture. Okay, even if you didn't get the whole thing, Riya is upset that her siblings are hungry. They're not studying. That's the big picture. If you got that, you should feel happy about that. Right? Great, right? तुमको खाना खाए हुए बहुत टाइम हो गया है. That it's been a while since you had food. Okay. Now जल्दी खाना खाओ. It's imperative. जल्दी खाना खाओ.
Yes. So eat quickly.
Okay.
Or hurry up and eat.
और एग्जाम की तैयारी करो.
And prepare for your exams.
सारा टाइम खेलते रहते हो.
All the time. You play all the time.
टीवी देखते रहते हो.
And watch TV.
Okay. तुमको किताब पढ़े हुए 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं.
Study or read your book for 2 hours or so.
तुमको किताब पढ़े हुए, like, you know.
Oh, you should read. तुमको. Say it again.
तुमको किताब, book, पढ़ना is to read. पढ़े हुए.
Yeah.
Okay. तुमको किताब पढ़े हुए 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं.
It's been 2 hours since you read a book.
So week is. Yes, that's right. I think you got it right. So only thing is not hours, not 2 घंटे, 2 हफ्ते. हफ्ते is week.
2 हफ्ते. 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right.
Probably in your mind you were thinking week, but you know.
Yes, I don't know why.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking hours all the way. I don't know why I was hearing like घंटे instead of हफ्ते.
So basically it's been 2 weeks since you picked up the book. किताब पढ़े हुए और उठाए हुए. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna stop the Facebook broadcast. Thank you so much, all of you who joined Facebook. I hope you found it useful. I hope you were able to follow. If you really want to join the live classes that we have, please do visit tiny.cc/Hindi University, and it will be great to have you participate in the class as well. Okay, and love to have you.